Hello and welcome back to Nine Kings. This is going to be my second video covering the game. If you want to check the first one out, there will be a playlist in the description. This game will be coming out on the 23rd, but I got an early access version of the build. So yeah, we're going to jump into a run with a different king. Unfortunately, the first one was with a lot of the spell cards, so hopefully we can kind of pivot off of this just to feature something new. We got a new difficulty as well. Perks, oh, you get perks tied to the deck that you're playing. Interesting, because I have level 2 on King of Nothing, and that allows me to like upgrade different stuff. Okay, so the passive meta progression is tied to the deck you're playing. All right, I'll try difficulty Knight. Hopefully it's not super difficult with no perks. We'll see. The year is 808, and we're facing King of Innovation, I think, and King of Stone or something. I don't remember the names, but I'm sure somebody knows. Anyway, Citadel strikes your opponents with chaining lightning bolts. So the castle does something different. I really like that. I'm going to start with manual just because on year 1 it can be a little bit tough. 15 damage, 1.3 second per strike. Oh no, wait. Hits per second, 1.3, so it's actually faster than a second. Alright. And we'll place down the Warlocks. This was a great unit for me in the previous run. Oof. Okay, it's a lot interesting. I like this a lot more than the actual other castle. I think it's going to be a lot better on auto too. I'm sure there are some castles that play way better on auto than others. A mobile tower that moves onto the battlefield to burn enemies. Sounds fun. Let's grab it. So you can see unit stats here. And it will show you damage dealt as well. So here 37, these guys did no damage. I think they didn't connect at all. Place the flamethrower here. Auto. Set it back to ×1 speed. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. It probably still won't target the backline though, as auto seems to prioritize frontline units. I'm kind of down to upgrade it, I'm not gonna lie. Ranged troops that shoot huge bolts with piercing damage. I've tried Trapper. I think it's kind of weak, but you can set up a bunch of traps and they stay between battles, kind of like in Blood's TD, the Spike Factory or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe I should do that just for fun. Start stacking. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's put it here. I think you can only play 1 card per day at the early stage of the game. I still haven't figured out when exactly you get to play more. And, okay. So I misplaced this. This should not be here. This should be in the front. I didn't realize that unlike troops, this would actually have to move all the way to the other units. Unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy. I like offering a lot. Buffs allies attacks. Yeah, let's do offering. I'm really interested in a pure tower build instead of units. So we'll see if we can do that maybe. Trapper. So we have traps here. I wish it... So yeah, it seems like it's 2 damage per trap. Library every year has a 50% chance of duplicating an enchantment on 1 adjacent troop. Something you might want to set up early. I guess. Yeah, we can do Warlock with static, and then try to duplicate that effect, which will chain lightning a lot more. Let's speed this up. I like 2 speed. I feel like it's a good middle ground. How much damage is this? I'm down to upgrade flamethrower. I want to rely on this. Doubles the attack speed of your citadel's lightning bolts. So that's a unique royal decree. Doubles the movement speed of all your units. Does this apply to flamethrower? And gambling. I like gambling, but let's do leatherworks. I want to know if it applies to flamethrower. Okay, so it's just like 10 hits per second for 1 damage. Okay. And let's set up the library so that it can do... Oh, it did. It did. +1 stack of static. So now it's 2 range lightning chain that does like 2 damage, I think. It doesn't look that good, but whatever. Buffs allies. Now, does this apply to towers? I would assume no. Maybe I should grab another static. But I don't think stacking static on Warlock is that good. I'm just doing it because I have library. Let's just upgrade Flamethrower. This goes to 2, probably? Wait, what? It didn't seem to affect its stats. Wait. Maybe it has more health? I don't know. All adjacent plots now deal poison damage. 1 poison per stack. 1 poison stack per level. Okay. That seems really, really good with the Flamethrower. So we got a blessing on, I think this is on day 9. Doubles the HP of the card on the target plot in the year of the prophecy. So I gotta play something here. Just double the HP. But poison damage with how fast this is attacking, this should be a really busted combo. And this is one thing I really appreciate in this game, is it seems like they designed the game to have like a bunch of broken combos, which is always fun. Wait, what? All adjacent plots. Does this not count? No, it does. Just, I guess it wasn't highlighting it. Yeah, my warlocks are not tanky enough. Gotta rely on this flamethrower. Oh, they can't attack the flamethrower. So what even is this upgrade then? No clue. Seems like it is moving faster. Beacon is good. 2%. Oh, this is huge as well for flamethrower. Oh, I could gain a lot of gold from this, but I like the scaling. We can go all in on flamethrower here. Just place the beacon. So we'll start gaining 2% per year. And with a starting attack speed of 10 per second, that's going to go up really fast. Poison. Such a fun build already. Okay, wizard. I don't think I want wizard. I want some more frontline units. I need tanks. I really need tanks. Maybe I do have to play wizard. I just need any unit, probably just to stall. And it seems like the trapper's not helping much. Let's still take Spire. I think it'll help once I find a tank. Can add a king. King of nothing has a few tanks. I think this also has a few tanks. Let's try nature. Let's sacrifice these trappers, I want to say. How many stacks? 3 stacks of static. I just want to see if I can find a tank here. Level up. Leveling up poison sounds extremely good. 9 units of selector troop. That sounds really good for warlock. So this is pretty good so far. I'd be curious to upgrade the flame tower, but let's just go for the poison here. Oh, nice. I can play multiple spells. See, I don't know when you can do that. I think it's when there's no fight. Like here, there's no fight. So I can play like 2 cards. This is very good. This is one of the best cards that you can find early, I think. If you don't have land expansion, this will expand your plots. Maybe I should do that. And it should be here. So I'll expand here. It'll give me back the beacon. And I have to play it again. It's the only downside, but seems fine. I wish I could static the flame tower, but I can't. Well, should I procreate these guys? Why not? I mean, now they're doing poison damage and they're stacking static. I don't think this gained the movement speed. Yeah, it says units. No, it did not gain movement speed. I should have read this correctly. Units are fundamentally different from towers. Whatever. Should I take a volt? Sure. Gain some passive income. I really have to upgrade this. Okay, another thing to note is that you gain cards at the end of the fight according to what you're facing. So here I'm facing the Nature King. I'm going to get a bunch of green cards. And I think you can also get cards from your base king Okay, this seems really good. Every year adds 2% HP to adjacent troops. Units attacks apply 1 poison stack. I like the idea of poison. It's actually cool that mechanics are seen in multiple different decks, right? So like we have the Cauldron from the Stone King or whatever it's called. I need to check the. I have to read what they're called. And then this Nature King has the enchantments for poison. But I think I'm just gonna add troops here. Sounds like the best way to approach this. Here's the tank, great one. I'm gonna take the Paladin for sure. It's gonna be extremely difficult to upgrade, but it seems like it'll be fairly good. I'm not a fan of these though. At all. Elf, maybe? Yeah, maybe Elf, sure. Why not? Okay, so Paladin. Should I put... I don't really care that much about Paladin gaining attack speed, so maybe I just put it here. I can stack some poison, I guess, why not? And then I will add some troops. And I guess we can place the elf here for poison plus attack speed scaling. This is a base. Wow, this is such a slow attack speed, Jesus. Okay, not the best poison holder, but I'm doing a lot better already with the troops. And the movement speed is definitely helping the melee troops. Cauldron upgrade, Flame Tower upgrade. Let's do Cauldron. That'll be 3 stacks of poison. Expansion. So we're good here. I guess I expand here to benefit from the library some more maybe later. Wait, what? Adjacent plots. Oh, this does... Wait, I don't think this affects units. Yeah, I want to say this does not affect units. This only affects towers. I kind of wish I could tell for sure. Like, sure, it's putting the animation for it, but I feel like it would say something else. Like, this says troops in buildings. Like, why would it not say troops in buildings? I'm a little bit confused about this. I'm not exactly sure I'm understanding it. It's for sure applying it to this, right, with the highlights, but I'm pretty sure it's not doing anything for these guys. No, it seems like it's probably not. But now I'm wondering, is it applying to the flamethrower? I don't think it is, because this is moving. Maybe I have some weird anti-synergy here. That's not a good sign. Because yeah, since it says plots, it could just be a static effect that only affects things that are on the tile. And in that case, this is completely useless. And I'm pretty sure it's doing that because I don't see poison damage. And I have no way of telling whether or not it's happening. Let's see. Would it be a different color? I would assume it'd be green. I'm pretty sure it's not happening here. It doesn't seem to be applying poison. I'm gonna need an example of something that is applying poison for me to recognize whether or not it's working. Either way, let's upgrade the tower. Doubles all enchantments of all your active troops. No. Gambling. I could do gambling. No longer being able to choose cards is not a big deal, I think. I don't expect this to be that good, so let's try gambling. It's more fun too. What is the difference? I can't tell. Between a level 1 and a level 3 flamethrower. Flame tower. Also, it takes so long to go. I wish it was here. I'm gonna move it if I can. I'm pretty sure this is not working. Doesn't see... No, it's not working. I feel like I would see poison. I don't think it's working on these either. I gotta put a tower. I have to put like a static tower somewhere here. Clone. What should I clone? Flame tower? Level 3? Wait, no, does it clone only 1 copy? Let me just clone the beacon. Scale more. Forest, 2%. Ah, yeah, my positioning is really bad for this stuff. This heals, so I wouldn't even want to put it there. Let's just put this here. I can scale the attack speed on the heal. Maybe it matters. Well, at least this will hit the units that jump into the back line. I don't understand what the level 3 is doing. I have no clue. Okay, so we got 2 random cards. Thief is not my favorite, but I guess I can play it. I think it'll use static relatively well if I want to do that. No, 0.4 per second. That's a pretty slow attack speed. Static is best with very fast attack speed units. This is also slow as hell. Everything I have is slow. I think Mercenary is slow as well. Well, it is still faster than my other units, so why not? Or maybe I should have put it here because this is scaling. If this tower doesn't get affected by Cauldron or any other buffs, I'm not sure this is that good. Unless you scale the damage. Peacetime. Oh, I didn't get the blessing, I forgot, yeah. If the conditions are met, your kingdom will be blessed. What does that mean? Oh wait, no, it was in 9 days, so I do get this. No? Double HP? I don't know. Clone. It's possible I should clone the Paladin just to get it to a higher level. Get more tanks. I think that's a good idea. If only I knew if this was working. It's stressing me out. I have no idea if this is doing nothing. I have a level 3 Cauldron. It might be doing nothing. Because I'm pretty sure the purple numbers are static and not poison. I could be wrong. Well, you guys can probably know, right? Because early on in the run, I had static. So if it applied purple damage, or if you saw purple damage early, then that means it's definitely static. Level up. 22.5, one more stack of static. I might have to, I don't know, maybe I should go here. These guys are ranged units. I mean, there are less of them though, that's the thing. And these guys are already at 6, so if only they had more HP though, that's the problem. I think you're supposed to commit on static. At least, yeah, their initial positioning is behind the paladins, which is good. They shouldn't die before applying a few stacks. Maybe they are applying poison. I'm pretty sure static does not do 3 damage no matter what. So it might be working. I would like to expand... Which direction? Maybe here? So that I can finally put this forest down and buff the paladins? I guess buff the thieves, even though they have 9 HP. It's not gonna do that much. Beacon is great. That upgrade is big. Flamethrower's at 14.28. Yeah, you see some 3s in there, right? What is that? Like, what? No, I actually think that's poison. I think 3... Yeah, that's poison. So why is this not applying poison? I'm pretty sure I saw static do white damage. I'm still shocked that Warlock's is good. Like, in my last run, Warlock was so good. I think Dispenser is okay. I guess I can play it. I wish I could put it next to the cauldron, but I can't. Maybe I should have kept it. No, because it scales. I have to start scaling it. But I do like the idea of Paladin plus having a bunch of towers. So you have like a tank and then you rely on towers to do the rest of the damage. Even though this is doing like no damage. Double enchantment. So I could have like 14 static on these guys. Double max health. Re-enchant is really interesting. It's just, I have to upgrade the Warlock, and now that I have no choice on what cards I'm receiving, it's very unlikely to actually hit the upgrade. I think I'm gonna go for Feast. It's just more consistent. Yeah, 230 HP Paladin, that's so... Oh, Warlock, nice. Combustion. Well, this seems to be doing by far the most damage, so I guess Combustion. And that's a stack as well, which means it can get duplicated by Library. Seems like the Thieves are pretty good. They're still alive. Maybe... Wait. Can they not target these? That's kind of impressive, actually. If these cannot be targeted, it's not bad. Until, like, a unit dies or something. I need space really badly. I'm not playing this. Oh, and when you gain gold, this gains attack speed. Interesting. Quarry, Wallmaker, Cauldron. I mean, I can't play anything. But I would most likely not play Wallmaker. So might as well sell it. Since, I think you can only sell 2 cards for the most part before it passes your turn. Yeah, I think the purple damage is poison. It would make sense, right? Okay, I can make peace with a king, which means we won't see any of the cards from that king anymore. And I want to say that's okay. I don't think I need more of the yellow cards. I already have my beacon at level 3. Warlock upgrade, perfect. This card has overperformed so much. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't need another Cauldron, that's almost certain. Oh, the synergy between this giving you gold and this scaling off of gold. Pretty cool. Seems like my build's coming together. Wallmaker, don't care. Shaman, maybe. This is too late. I think we're nearing the end of the run here. I think it's... Wait. Oh wait, do you go further? If, I think it's like 32 or something. If you add difficulty to the game. Like I'm on the 3rd difficulty. No, it's the same. It's like 32 or something. Beacon, Volt upgrade. I'm not sure the Volt upgrade is going to do that much. I need space. Desperately. But I will buy the Volt, I guess. Because it's contributing towards the attack speed. Orchard. Create roots that trap enemies. 3 roots per level. Forest upgrade sounds good. Demon Altar. I played this in my non-recorded run. This was so fun to play. Summons a demon per level of the plot. And basically you just play a bunch of units that die off. And it gains permanent strength. It's so good. So fun to play too. I'm gonna roll again. Mangler, another one of those... so all the red cards are like around sacrificing stuff or stuff dying. Pretty cool item too. Didn't play with it, but... Forest maxed out. Spire upgrade. Oh, I can't buy it. I think Forest is probably more important. I have a duplicate anyways. So Forest, Vault. Yeah, it seems like on non-combat days, you can play more stuff. And I think upgrades will not pass your turn. At least that's my guess. And for the clone... Maybe I should max... it could be library. That's 2 chances at a 50-50 at duplicating. Oh, they have 3 copies of the explode too. Or I just make these tankier. Good question. Yeah, I'll just make these tankier. It's consistent. It's harder for me to access these cards than it is for me to access library. Alright. Seems like I'm techie enough now. And man, Warlock is disgusting. I don't even know how this unit is that good. When it deals 1.5 damage AoE, every 5 seconds it swings once, but it seems like it might be proccing a bunch of statics off of each enemy hit. That's a possibility, I feel like. So combustion, how does this scale? I guess it would just increase the multipliers, is my assumption. I think I'd be correct. This is 6 gold. Okay. Wow. My archers are just dying off immediately as the fight starts. These guys have like 0 HP. Okay, so my last expansion is going to be here for the extra value on the forests, potentially. Although here I have to upgrade the elves. 84 health and they're dying immediately? How? Procreate, of course. How much health? 24. Okay, so they went from 9 to 24. I'm not sure that's relevant. But yeah, again, it seems like they're just living, if you look at it. So this unit might be way better than I think it is. I just assumed that it would go into the backline, and then once the... I mean, it possibly works that way too, I'm just too tanky, but once the unit that the enemy's targeting dies, they would shift their focus onto the frontmost enemy, which would be the thief. Maybe it does work that way, and I just am too tanky. Like, these guys have way too much health, scaling as well. Let's do... This is too late. So, summons a fighting spore every 5 seconds in battle, and these stick around, which is kind of cool. But let's do... I guess this doesn't benefit from health. I guess we do Warlock then. Fine. It's not that good, but... Or maybe, in fact, it might even be bad to play this instead of... like Quarry even, just to boost the damage on Flamethrower a little bit. And I think it would count this as well. Which, this has damage, but it is healing instead. Again, you can do 3 times speed if you want to, but I feel like 2 times speed is very good. 10% of all enemies turn into frogs. Every poison effect is applied twice. I'm gonna take this just to confirm if those purple numbers are poison or not. So let's find out. This is still not that good. Let's see if we see any purple numbers that are way higher than they were before. 6, 6, 12. There's a 12. 60. I think it's working. I'm pretty sure it's working on these, but it is not working on this. There's no way that static is doing 60. It's possible the explosion is doing 60, but then I would see multiple 60s. So I'm pretty sure it's working on these, but it is not working on this. And actually that would make sense because I've been seeing 3s and 6s before, right? And this applies 1 stack per level. So it would make sense that it's working on all of these, except for this, for some reason. Which is very weird, because it says plots. It doesn't even say, like, for example, this would say units, which is not tower. Or towers, I should say. And what else says that? Like this says troops and buildings. So, very confusing. Ooh. I can't do it. I was thinking of like, if I had 2 of these, I could swap this and this just to see if Dispenser gains the buff. But in this case, I cannot do that. So is there a reason for me to... Well, I should expand it either way, right? Like, there's no reason not to expand. Let's do it here. It'll give me back the thief. Oh, shit, that's max expansion on this side. Whoops. Oh, wait, reset the health. I'm dumb. I kind of forgot about that. I'll just play Shaman then. Shaman buffs allies attack damage based on its power. Pretty sure that only applies to units and they're dead. And they're dead immediately. Level up. Unit's first hit is always a crit. Interesting. Let's grab... Wait, do I even need to level up anything? This is level 3, this is level 3. Thief, I guess. Yeah, I think for 30, that's more than worth. Sacrifice is not... Actually, no, sacrifice is good. Because this will lose utility on the final day, I could just sacrifice it and level these two up, which makes a lot of sense. And precision, and that's it. Elf is maxed out. Trapper, I don't care. What would I play on the last day? Flamethrower, probably. Precision. I mean, I don't know if critting is that relevant on these guys. Maybe on this. Ah, still, these have the most units. I might as well. Level up. I might level the thief, or I could level library. Only a few days left though. Eh, why not? Fine. Let's do it. Fail, fail, nice. Good one. Oh, it does seem like these two are mixing actually. It's not the paladins in front, it's just a mix. It's a mishmash. Yeah, this is definitely working on units, confirmed. But somehow not working on flamethrower. Just disappointing. Very disappointing. This is the most value, correct? Or is this the most value? Depends what I value more, I guess. Probably... Yeah, maybe... No, because this has a better effect on the final day than... No, actually, I agree with this. I think this is better. Oh, we're not done. Whoops. I thought it was the final round. My bad. Miscalculation. Okay, we're down 12% attack speed. King of Stone is attacking us on the final day. Orchard, we can play that for sure. Library upgrade for one more chance. And yeah, sure, let's play Orchard. And that is it. Let's gain some money. This is starting to do a decent amount of damage. Where are the roots? I'm interested. 3 roots. Wait. Every 10 seconds? I should not be able to lose here, I think. Actually, it's pretty tanky. Nah, it's gone. Once I focus fire, it's just... Oh my... 52,000 damage? What? That's like 4 times higher than what they were doing in the first run. I guess static was... So I accidentally ended up making them more broken with the static and stuff. And the poison, probably. If the poison does calculate. Which I would assume it does. I kind of wish I wish it showed the poison on the cauldron, like the poison damage. Maybe they'll do that in an update. Anyways, great run. For now, every difficulty has been really easy because of how easy it is to kind of scale and quote unquote break the game. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of difficulties here. Let's see. So we have the 3rd difficulty. I'm sure there's a 4th. Yep. I'm sure there are a lot. It seems like it's somewhat like Balatro, or Balatro. I think it's pronounced Balatro, where yeah, you have your decks, and then I think Balatro goes pretty high into difficulty. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while. But yeah, we'll play the next king in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.